did it have to happen? No, it didn't have to happen, but it happened, and it is a wonderful thing, and it's nothing but a positive.
So going into this year's showcase, last year you were pretty boisterous about what Houston was going to do. Do you still have that same feeling this year?
Oh, most definitely. We've got a lot of good people in the right places that are making sure these kids are going to go down there and be prepared. Lindsey Moore has done an outstanding job on the South Side. I couldn't be happier with what she's done down there. Not even skipping a beat, getting those guys going. And we've got a lot of guys on North Houston that have done some hard work. We got Ryan Conley, for example, coming back. He was a 10U champion last year, and he's going for the ring on the 11U this year. And he's one of the guys, along with his team mom, Miss Perkins, that have done a phenomenal job of making sure that parents are informed, that the kids are doing what they need to do in school as well on the field. Houston has a reputation as being how can I say this nicely? Problem starters at the showcase, maybe. Kenny, I mean,
okay.
You were there year one, so you were around for the commotion that went on. But I think we definitely have the right people in place to make sure that we represent our city, our families, our teams in the right way, and I can't be prouder about that.
Clay Mollinson joining us on the air right now, and you mentioned the commotion that occurred. I know last year it was unfortunate, but I don't just liken that just to Houston. I've seen it in every city, and not to get on a soapbox or anything else like that, but adults need to realize that this is a children's game, and we're here to support these kids in playing in a game that we all love and that these kids love. And it keeps the kids out of that kind of commotion. We don't need that on the football field. We get enough of that out on the streets.
I mean, that's a very good point, Kenny. One of the things that I try to do is highlight, like I said, with Ryan Conley, one of the better individuals that are involved in my estimation. He preaches to his kids about being the premier athlete in the classroom. So making sure that they put as much into their schoolwork as they do, onto the football field. So I think as long as we have good people that are involved on the ground level in that aspect, slowly but surely we can weed out, people that are in this for the wrong reasons. And, I want to win just like the next guy, probably more than most. But a win for me is seeing the kids go out there and represent their families and their schools and their fall teams to the best of their ability. And at the end of the day, meeting kids from the Coastal Bend or RGV and, getting on Snapchat with them throughout the year and Instagram with them throughout the year and keeping up with each other and developing these relationships that otherwise they wouldn't have. So, I'm proud of that, and I appreciate the showcase for bringing that to the kids.
All right, Clay, thank you for joining us and representing Houston and what you guys do, and good luck. We'll see you out there next weekend.
No doubt, Kenny. We'll see you out there next weekend.
All right, Clay, thanks for joining us. Keep it here. We'll be right back.
Hi, Kenny Long here with NYSR and Friday Night Tykes, and I want to talk to you about rain gutters. With the recent heavy rains in South Texas, many of us have come to realize that the rain gutters on our homes either don't work or simply just don't exist, destroying flower beds and just creating a mess. Let me tell you about Curtis McCluskey with Advanced Rain Control. He is your go-to guy for seamless gutters, cleanouts, and repairs. Serving San Antonio and the surrounding areas with over 25 years experience, Curtis will get you a quality rain control gutter system on your home at a quality price. Contact Curtis at 210-863-9881 for your free quote today. That's 210-863-9881. Advanced Rain Control is a proud sponsor of NYSR, National Youth Sports Radio. Don't get caught in the rain without a quality gutter system on your home. From Advanced Rain Control, call Curtis today at 210-863-9881 and tell him Kenny Long from NYSR sent you.
Kenny, what's going on, man? What's going on? 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 What's going
Hi, Kenny Long here with NYSR and Friday Night Sports
Hello?
Safe.
Hey, Omar.
Sports Safe is a brand of video
Hey, buddy, how you
games
doing?
designed
Good,
to
good. Hang on a
educate youth
second.
players ages 5 through 13 about
All right,
sportsmanship
Omar, I got
and
you.
safety using any compatible
Yeah.
mobile
All right,
device,
Chris, you on
tablet
there?
or computer. Kids
Yeah.
and parents
All right,
alike
I got
can
both
learn
of y'all
about
on the
safer
line.
play through
We'll
short,
come back here in
interactive
about 45
scenarios.
seconds.
Dr. Jillian Hotz and her team have created this uniquely designed game system for
All right,
both
Chris,
player
keep talking. I'll be
education
the
and
guy.
to serve as a compliance tool for leagues and teams.
Don't do that.
Sports Safe is
So-
now a proud sponsor
throat-
of
my throat's
NYSR,
bad. I can't talk.
National Youth Sports
Oh,
Radio.
I went through that
For
for
more
2
information
months.
on how you can participate, purchase, and be a part of Sports Safe, you can check them out on the web at www.sportsafe.com. That's sports with
Omar,
a C,
probably from all that
safe
arguing you were doing on
.com.
Facebook.
Or go to
I don't like
nationalyouthsportsradio.com
you, buddy.
and click on the
I
Sports
just
Safe banner.
find
You
it
can
out.
also email them at info@sportsafe.com. Give
All right,
them a
here we
call
go.
at 1-800-970-3886. Sports Safe. Play safe.
And welcome back live here on NYSR National Youth Sports Radio. Special edition of the Kenny Long Show, talking about the Texas Youth Football All-Star Showcase going on next weekend in Round Rock, Texas. On the phone are two of the organizers of the Texas Youth Football All-Star Showcase, Chris Von Wald and Omar Carrillo. How you doing, Chris?
What's up, Kenny Long?
Doing all right. Omar, how are you, sir?
How you doing, buddy?
Doing all right. So I know Omar's got a bit of a sore throat. I can sympathize as I went through that for about 2 months. So I believe Chris Von Wald's going to do all the talking, which is going to be a very dangerous thing. So Chris, let me ask you: when you look at the showcase right now, this is the third year that you guys have done this. Tell me about the growth of what's going on here, the vision that you guys had, and the growth that you've seen occur over these last 3 years.
Well, actually, we took a step backwards last year. We ended up losing a region at the last minute last year. We went down to 5 regions. We had 6 the first year, and then we doubled up this year. We've gone to 10 regions. We ended up just losing 1 age group in 1 region. By splitting the regions, we grew, because we wanted to give more kids opportunity. You've got those huge cities like Houston and the DFW area, which are around 8-10 million people. They're a lot bigger than the other regions. So even by splitting those regions, they're still way bigger than the rest of the regions participating. So with the talent that's available up there, we figured they should be able to put together probably 2 strong teams that maybe could even meet in the finals between the 4 that got, or the 2 that got split.
So when you look at this splitting, obviously the Houston and the Dallas-Fort Worth, that somewhat, it makes sense, giving kids more of an opportunity. But you also got the Central Texas and Austin, which that last year they were together. Now they've kind of split up there, including Killeen, Waco, and the surrounding areas. What about San Antonio? Is this something that you guys are looking at doing to San Antonio as well? San Antonio may not be a Dallas-Fort Worth or a Houston, but they are larger than an Austin or a Killeen area.
Yeah, we've looked at the population numbers. They're not that much bigger than Austin, really, because we split to the middle of I-30. It's 35, right? That runs between San Antonio and Austin. So it's pretty much split right down the middle. So half those people belong to the Austin region to begin with, down 35. So we looked at populations when we split it up. So I think they're pretty even out, except, Fort Worth, Dallas, and the 2 Houston regions are still probably double the next biggest region.
So when you guys first started this venture with the showcase, yeah, and you look at it where it's at today, are you where you wanted to be, or have you gone further than you even thought it would have gotten by now?
Yeah, I think it's playing along right with our vision. We invited in Louisiana this year as kind of a special guest. We wanted to do that because in the future, Louisiana might branch off and hold their own showcase. So we're looking maybe to expand where winners from the showcase can play winners from other states in their showcase or in a winter showcase. So we're still working on that. but that's the ultimate goal is to have this branch off so that now teams from Texas can play winners from other states.
Omar, I know you got the weak voice there. You got anything to add there to this?
No, I mean, Kenny, just pretty much, I don't think people understand the magnitude of this event. I don't know if there's any event in the nation that is quite as big. We're up to 1,600 kids this year, and, that's a pretty big event. I don't think anybody, like I said, comes close. I think this year we will be the biggest event in the United States as far as amount of kids for the type of event we have. As far as our growth, we have a kind of concept that we go with, and, everybody wants to blow up real big. We kind of want to take it slow so that way we keep, our core and what we're trying to do this about together. It's not about money. It's not about this. It's not about that. It's about kids. It's about, these regions coming together and some of these coaches just, getting with each other so that way they can unify the region. And I think it's really worked a lot. I've noticed a lot on social media and things like that. A lot of coaches that never dealt with each other, a lot of kids and parents that never met each other. It's just it's a really great event, and I hope that we continue to grow the right way, nice and slow, and we keep everything good.
Now you mentioned that taking your time, pacing yourselves on the growth. Are there any plans to create any more regions in Texas when it comes to this event?
Yeah, I mean we're open to new regions. We've tried West Texas, Odessa, and things like that, and we're going to continue trying with that. We just need it takes the right contacts and the right groups to really come together to make this available to them. So I mean we're open to completely expanding Texas. We are one of the only events that really listen to the people. Last year, it was an RGV. The last couple of years, a lot of people were concerned about the travel. So what we did is we found a spot in Round Rock, and that's the most central place in Texas we can have it. I don't think there's any better spot. People will realize the type of venue they're going into. This is a state-of-the-art complex. I mean, this is top of the line in the state. I don't think there's anything like it that I've ever seen or been around. It has the 5 turf fields, 5 grass fields. I mean, the place is just beautiful. So, I mean, we went out and got the best for this event. And, hopefully by this, we can start attracting more people and more regions, El Paso and Odessa and those areas to come back in, and then kind of get the entire state involved.
So yeah, it was a great thing, moving from the RGV. Is there any plans to move it elsewhere, or are you going to try to keep it something that's centrally located? And I'll ask Chris this. I know your voice is really bothering you there.
Yeah, we're definitely going to keep it centrally located. I mean, it makes the most sense. It holds down the travel for everybody. And I like it because it's been a lot less work on me and Omar, because now Clayton and Mo have to hold down the fort up there because everything's shipped to them. So it's been real convenient to not have to deal with a lot of that stuff and go ahead and let them pack the bags and get everything ready.
Wow. Spoken truly by Chris Von Wall, just ready to just delegate all the authority and necessities to somebody else.
Well, I think it's funny because we all know how Clayton, he's got a propensity to cuss a little bit, and he's done his fair share of cussing me and Omar out, and we find it kind of funny because we've dealt with it the last 2 years, where everything's split through down here. So he's getting a little taste of what we went through the last 2 years. So it's good for him.
Well, nonetheless, I'm sure it's been successful the last 2 years. I don't expect anything less this year. And hopefully the West Texas will get back on board and join this, because I think having a full state event like this to really showcase the talent, and then maybe and possibly putting together an all Texas all-star team to go and perform in some of these tournaments around the nation.
Yeah, and one thing, Kenny, I mean, we work hard, for these kids and for everything we do for them. We have some great sponsors that came along, some great, companies that are with us, Rizel, Venus, Skills. We have, Battles, our sponsor. These kids are really getting their money's worth. The amount of stuff they are getting, of course, I'm not going to, let it all out of the bag. I'd rather than just see it when they get there.